What if I told you a story not of soldiers on the front lines, but of minds in the shadows? Imagine a secret team of codebreakers working in silence while the fate of the world hung in the balance. This isn't a spy thriller. It has the real story of how a group of brilliant individuals changed the course of history from a quiet English countryside estate. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most pivotal, yet for a long time, most classified stories of the 20th century. During World War II, a genius named Alan Turing and his incredible team at Bletchley Park achieved the seemingly impossible. They cracked the German Enigma code. This monumental breakthrough didn't just shorten the war, it also laid the very foundations for the modern computers we use every single day. So, grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's unravel the secrets of the codebreakers who saved the world. To truly understand the scale of their achievement, we first need to understand the beast they were up against, the Enigma machine. From the outside, it looked like a complex typewriter, but on the inside, it was a marvel of electromechanical engineering. When an operator typed a letter, a series of rotating wheels, or rotors, would scramble it into a different letter. This new letter would then light up on a landboard. The combination of rotors and their starting positions created a cipher so complex that the number of possible settings was astronomical. We're talking about 158 million possibilities. For the Germans, this meant their communications were perfectly secure. For the Allies, it was like listening to a constant stream of gibberish, an unbreakable wall of code that hid the enemy's every move. Every 24 hours, at midnight, the settings were changed, resetting the puzzle completely. To most, breaking Enigma wasn't just difficult, it was considered mathematically impossible. It was a race against time, every single day, with millions of lives hanging in the balance. How could anyone possibly defeat such a system? Enter Alan Turing, a man who was, in many ways, as enigmatic as the code he was trying to break. Turing wasn't a soldier or a spy in the traditional sense. He was a mathematician, a logician, and a philosopher whose mind worked in ways that few could comprehend. Before the war, he had already published a groundbreaking paper on the concept of a universal computing machine, what we now call a Turing machine. This theoretical concept was the blueprint for every computer that would ever exist. When he arrived at Bletchley Park, the top secret home of the government code and cipher school, he brought this revolutionary thinking with him. He realized that trying to beat a machine with human brain power alone was a losing battle. You needed to fight a machine with another machine. This is where Turing's genius truly shone. Working with fellow codebreaker Gordon Welchman, he designed a device they called the bomb. The bomb wasn't a computer in the sense we know it today. It was a colossal electromechanical device, weighing over a ton, filled with whirring rotors and clicking relays. Its sole purpose was to replicate the logic of dozens of Enigma machines working in unison. By feeding it a likely piece of plain text to crypt, often guessed from routine messages like weather reports, the bomb would churn through thousands of possible rotor settings at incredible speed. It searched for a logical contradiction, and when it found one, it would stop, revealing the correct daily settings for the Enigma. Suddenly, the impossible became possible. The daily puzzle that had stumped the world's best minds could now be solved, often in a matter of hours. The wall of code had been breached. The impact of this breakthrough was immediate and profound. With the ability to read Germany's most secret communications, the Allies gained an unprecedented advantage. They could anticipate U-boat attacks in the Atlantic, saving countless supply ships and sailors, a critical factor in the Battle of the Atlantic. They knew about enemy troop movements, strategies, and supply lines before major battles like the D-Day landings in Normandy. Historians and experts estimate that the work done at Bletchley Park, spearheaded by Turing's bomb, shortened the war by at least 2 years. Think about that for a moment, 2 years. The number of lives saved, both military and civilian, is almost impossible to calculate, but it's undoubtedly in the millions. Their work was the silent, intellectual engine that powered the Allied victory. But the story doesn't end with the war. Due to the Official Secrets Act, the incredible story of Bletchley Park and the Codebreakers remained classified for decades. Turing and his colleagues went their separate ways, sworn to silence, their contributions unknown to the public. They couldn't speak of their life's greatest achievement, but the legacy of their work couldn't be silenced forever. Alan Turing's theoretical concepts and the practical application of the bomb machine planted the seeds for the digital age. He went on to work on some of the earliest true computers, like the Automatic Computing Engine, or ACE. His ideas on machine intelligence and the Turing test are still fundamental to the field of artificial intelligence today. Every time you use a smartphone, browse the internet, or interact with a piece of software, you are touching a world that Alan Turing helped to imagine and build. He is, without a doubt, the father of modern computing and artificial intelligence. Tragically, the world that Turing helped to save did not treat him with the kindness he deserved. In 1952, he was prosecuted for homosexuality, which was then a criminal offense in the UK. He was given a choice between prison and chemical treatment. He chose the latter. Just 2 years later, in 1954, Alan Turing died at the age of 41. It was a devastating end for a man who had given so much to his country and the world. For decades, his role as a war hero and scientific pioneer was overshadowed by the injustice he faced. It was until 2009 that the British government issued a formal public apology for his appalling treatment. In 2013, he was granted a posthumous royal pardon. It was a long overdue recognition for a true visionary. His story is a powerful reminder of the human cost of prejudice, but it's also a testament to the enduring power of a brilliant idea. The quiet heroics of Bletchley Park show us that history is often shaped not just on the battlefield, but in the minds of those who dare to think differently. The legacy of Alan Turing and his team lives on, not in statues or grand monuments from that era, but in the very fabric of our modern, interconnected world. It's a legacy of saved lives, of a shortened war, and of a technological revolution that continues to shape our future. Can you imagine a world without computers or the internet? It's almost impossible, right? Without the foundational work of Alan Turing and the secret heroes of Bletchley Park, that might very well have been our reality. Their story isn't just about the past. It's about the origins of our present. If you enjoyed this glimpse into one of history's most important untold stories, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing for more deep dives into the events and people that shaped our world. We love exploring these hidden histories, and your support makes it all possible. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.